Welcome to Brisbane, Australia. So although getting to Australia can be very expensive, once you're there, there are so many free things to do. There are museums, there are gardens, there are parks, and I spent the majority of my time in Brisbane spending very little money and enjoying a number of free things. So come with me as I go on a walking tour of free things to do in Brisbane. All these restaurants that look like Burger Kings here, and I'm pretty sure they are Burger King because they have a Whopper and everything, but they're called Hungry Jack. So I wonder what the story behind that is. I'm now exploring Brisbane's South Bank, and specifically the cultural venues of the South Bank. So all the museums and stuff like that. The Cultural Arts Centre of Brisbane is where you find the majority of museums in Brisbane. They have different art museums, they have a state library, they have a natural history museum, and they have a performing arts centre here. So I'm really impressed and amazed how many free things there are in Australia. All of the Botanical Gardens are free. The art galleries I've been to are free, including the Modern Art Museum here and the Art Gallery. This Natural History Museum that I just came out of has a free natural history part, but you have to pay for the NASA exhibit and the interactive science exhibit, which makes sense because that's the cool stuff. And it's like $20 for the NASA exhibit, which is Australian dollars, but still, I didn't come to Australia to learn about American NASA, so did not do that. Welcome to South Bank, Brisbane. The South Bank Parkland of Brisbane is the place to be in fair weather. This area was built out for Brisbane's World Expo 88 and has a riverfront promenade filled with things to do and a number of free things to enjoy. I was looking for this area called Streets Beach here in South Bank, but I thought it would be on the edge of the river, right? Because it's like a beach, but it's actually a pool that's in the middle of the sand, which is closed right now, so you can't really tell what you're looking at, but normally there's a pool and sand around it and it has a beach-like quality. The park and infrastructure just keeps going and going. Check out this relaxing place. Best birdcage I've ever been in. This is more of what I expected from the beach. See, there's a little sand, a lot of rocks, and the river and the city in the background. This is pretty much the southernmost part of South Bank as far as I know. I haven't gone further south yet. You may wonder, what is this Nepalese Peace Pagoda doing in the middle of South Bank? Well, it was built for an Expo 88 World's Fair, and it's still here today, and it's really neat, especially as dusk falls. Is another thing that's free and open to the public. They have a museum of Brisbane inside with contemporary art, and they have free tours of the clock tower where you can get a nice aerial view of Brisbane. So when I came to City Hall this morning, I was much too early for the museum, but now it's still open late, so hopefully I'm gonna see something. Successfully able to go up the clock tower all the way up to that part above the clock, and we stopped at the clock too, and we got a really good view not only of Brisbane but of this square, St. George Square I believe it's called, and apparently this area is where the original convicts settled in Brisbane when they first came to Australia. And the woman who gave us a tour of the clock tower also told us that this clock is the biggest clock face in Australia. Morning is going to be the Botanical Gardens, but before I go, I'm grabbing a coffee and a croissant to take with me so I can have a little picnic there. I made it to the Brisbane Botanical Gardens, and it's absolutely gorgeous. On this boat to go on a cruise, and it turns out it's completely free, which is so awesome. So I'm going to take it a few stops. Well, that's it for my trip to Brisbane. If you like this and you want to see more, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when new videos are available. Until next time, bye!